Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to ACME News. Today is July 11th, and I'm your graphic artist and animator, Domzilla.
And I'm a podcaster who really loves cartoons, Miles Tales.
Word, man. How much you like cartoons this week?
I like cartoons more than that one guy from SpongeBob loves.
Word. That's actually a good bit. Fucks with you, man. So how's your week been?
Pretty good. And doing the research for the show this week, I heard about a show that was being moved from Cartoon Network to HBO Max called Infinity Train.
Oh, yeah. I was checking it out.
I'd never heard of it, but it's got 2 seasons already. And just giving the show a watch, it's fantastic. But I can also see why it's being moved from Cartoon Network to HBO Max because the themes in there they're a little mature.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
The very first thing you hear about is a divorce. So, I mean...
Yeah, that's tough on child's ears.
Yeah.
I'll say that one, yes.
So, I mean, it's pretty good, though.
That's what's up, man. Well, my week has been pretty chill. I've I haven't watched too much of that show, but checked a couple episodes out. But been catching up on Primal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Primal, I'm a Tartakovsky fan through and through all day. But that shit is fucking crazy. And the last few episodes of the first seasons was nuts. I'm sure everyone that's watching has already watched it and probably scouring me right now. Like, damn, dude, you're just now finishing watch the show, but I liked it. I work at my own pace. In the second season, it ain't even been released yet, but they dropped the first episode. So
Not cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm gonna finish that. I'm gonna finish that first season and start the second one.
Hell yeah, man, for sure, man. I'm glad you had a good weekend.
Yeah, but another thing, a little bit of news before the news. The World Ends With You dropped the trailer for their anime.
Oh, word.
And it looks fantastic. Holy crap! Like it looks like they legitimately took the game and animated it. But not only that, it looks like they're going to be following the story of the game.
Word.
So you get to see. I like this kind of thing, kind of seeing how they imagined it versus what I imagine is going on, like in the game world. Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's a pretty cool story.
It's right up your alley. I knew you've been waiting for this.
Yeah, for a while. Never thought I'd ever see it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, in other news, beloved kids show Phineas and Ferb is getting a movie. The movie titled Phineas and Ferb the Movie: Candace Against the Universe follows Phineas and Ferb across the galaxy as they try to rescue their sister Candace, who, after being abducted by aliens, is relaxing on a brother-free planet, which is, I'm sure I can imagine, is something she's always wanted, right? Yeah. The movie will be released on Disney Plus August 28th, so be on the lookout for that.
That sounds pretty entertaining. I mean, honestly, Phineas and Ferb is the only reason why I know that the thing at the end of the shoestring is called an aglet.
Straight up, they always spitting facts, man. Always.
Moving on, Mike Judge's classic 90s cartoon Beavis and Butthead is coming back.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, man.
Judge, the creator of Silicon Valley, King of the Hill, and movies like Office Space and Idiocracy, is signing off for 2 more raunchy seasons with Comedy Central.
Word.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. I like Comedy Central. I like the things they do with their stuff.
Always, but that's wild to hear. Comedy Central instead of
MTV. Yeah, I wonder what that was about. The show, which ran from 1993 to 2011, a really long time.
Wow.
Tackled issues including media trends, teen obesity, and workers' rights.
Word.
And in 2020, fans are expecting them to have plenty of material to work with.
I can imagine with this whole COVID pandemic and
the mask.
Oh my gosh, how crazy affairs is going on in the streets.
Toilet paper shortages.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I mean, but that's what's up, Beavis and Butthead. It's good for y'all to be back in the times.
Welcome back.
Hell yeah. Well, in further news, The Last of Us Part 2 has had a rough release, dealing with parts of the game being leaked, and recently backlash from vocal gamers, small minority of people, upset over Abby's muscular figure, among other things. Right? I know, it's ridiculous.
First world problems.
Well, on Sunday, director Neil Druckmann tweeted screenshots of some of the responses he was receiving on Twitter. They range from death threats to anti-Semitics and even transphobic sentiments. Even the voice actress, Laura Bailey, she's been getting a lot of death threats, and she's posted those on Twitter recently, too. It's pretty sad to see. I'm sorry that you guys got to go through that thing. But nevertheless, The Last of Us 2 has hit critical acclaim and it's been a huge financial success. So, hey,
yeah, good for them.
Hell yeah, man. Nobody needs to hear all that stuff.
All these small vocal minorities are just making all these waves in the gaming industry. Second time in 2 months.
Super trash.
Further news and more news. Season 11 of Archer is coming soon. Finally.
I cannot believe that they're on season 11.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, man.
We don't know when that's going to happen yet. We don't know when it's coming back. It was originally scheduled to be released on May 11th, but what we're going to get instead is a discussion at the virtual Comic-Con, which is coming up, with cast members Aisha Tyler, Chris Parnell, Judy Greer, Amber Nash, and Lucky Yates. The talk should involve the reveal of details regarding the new season and some lively discussion. No H. John Benjamin. Where is he? Where are you, John?
Yeah,
Where are you, H?
It's weird for them to not bring him up out of everyone else that they brought up.
Yeah, the main character.
I wonder what's going to happen. He's probably busy with Bob's Burgers or something. There's no telling. I don't know. But in further news, View Conference, Italy's premier event on computer graphics, VR, AR, animation, stuff like that, will be hosting a virtual conversation with Jorge Gutierrez and Chris Pern today at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So, I mean, that's something to look forward to. If you guys are not familiar with either one of those names, Gutierrez is a well-known director, writer, voice actor, and designer responsible for projects like The Book of Life, produced by Guillermo del Toro, and his Annie-nominated VR short film, Son of Jaguar, for Google. I'm sorry I couldn't get that out, you guys. I apologize. While creating the Annie and Emmy-winning series El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera for Nickelodeon, and his current project, the Netflix limited series, Mayan 3. While Pern is known for writing and directing the feature film, The Willoughbys, which I haven't checked out yet. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about, and for directing Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. He's also worked as storyboard artist for Shaun the Sheep, Home. He's even done things for Solo, A Star Wars Story, and Surf's Up, among other films, of course. And he has an extensive resume, like a lot of people that we talk about here. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, be sure to tune in a couple hours from now, for sure.
And lastly, this is pretty cool though.
Oh, what?
The president of Sony Animation, Kristine Belson, thinks that there will be an uptick in animated films for older audiences due to the COVID pandemic. She said, "I don't think you're going to see more family animated movies because that's very saturated."
Oh, yeah, of course.
According to Deadline. Oh, yeah, they're all over the place. Up until now, Into the Spider-Verse has been Sony's only bona fide critical and audience hit. But that might change with more of a focus on PG-13 and R-rated films.
That's a
Expected.
given. Yeah, that's a given. And I'm expecting it too. I'm tired of watching these kid movies. PG-13, I am grown.
Yeah, though, there's a lot of stories out there that need to be told. And, since there's no actual production sets running, animation is definitely the way to go. But at the same time, and you can just do so much more with animation than you can do with anything in real life.
There's so many possibilities.
Like, it's cheaper to produce. You don't have to be in the same place.
Exactly. And then you don't have to spend money on props and locations and stuff like that. You just create it yourself.
That's pretty true. There was one more virtual event going on, though, that I wanted to bring up. And that was Cartoon Network is, they're having a virtual art gallery.
Yeah. I was checking that out.
It looks like they're working with a bunch of artists within their ranks, and they're putting together they're creating these images to be sold, and all the proceeds are going to go towards feeding the world. All the details on that charity function will be in the description, and it is happening now through July 31st. Yeah. So please check it out.
I'm definitely going to check it out with me being the artist over here. I mean, and I'm also hearing that you said people in those ranks. It's really like the staff of,
Yeah, Cartoon Network.
Yeah. It's everybody that's involved with the company that are artists that are doing these things and putting it out for charity. I wish I could help, but I don't work for the company. But that would be sick to be a part of.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So this wraps up our week. It's been a pretty slow week for animation, but we scoundreled enough information for you guys just so you can have something to listen to and talk about later around whatever you decide to talk about things around. Well, I am your graphic artist and animator, Domzilla.
And I'm a podcaster who really loves cartoons, Miles Tail.
Hell yeah, man. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and jingle that little bell for that notification over there. And
I think that's it.
That's all?
Peace out.
You guys enjoy your weekend. See you next week.
Peace.